sleeping time for me. I think my head is going to explode.
How can I help?
I don't know that you can.
Well, we can find out. Why don't we start with me just listening?
My hellish life is getting worse by the minute because my daughter, Kristina, is just, she's not doing well at all. And she felt like she was the problem. She was blaming herself when Kiefer was alive, so her guilt, now that he's dead, is off the charts. And I really need as much time as I have to focus on her getting better.
What's stopping you?
The Bauers, Melinda and Warren Bauer, came to the hospital. They are understandably grief-stricken, but Mr. Bauer made it very clear that he wants me to pay for killing his son.
Look, I feel terrible for the Bauers, but Warren Bauer doesn't have the right to use his pain as a weapon. Alexis, you did the right thing. You came forward. You admitted you hit Kiefer. You described the circumstances. Anyone could understand the urgency that you felt on Kristina's behalf.
This would be a really bad time for me to get hauled off to prison.
Hey, that's not going to happen. All right, you're a prominent member of this community. People know you. I'm sure the DA will offer a deal, a suspended sentence, probation, community service.
That's not going to satisfy them.
Leave the Bauers to me, all right? You concentrate on Kristina.
I have to admit that when you and Kiefer started getting serious, my wife and I became a little concerned. You know, we thought that Kiefer was too young. You know, that he had too many things to do to have such intense feelings for a girl. But we came to realize what an extraordinarily mature and accomplished young man we had raised. And Kiefer was handling it all. Studies, sports, and his relationship with you. But you broke his heart when you started taking up with Ethan Lovett, the man who beat you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I know your mother has been pressuring you to say that it was Kiefer who was hitting you. But sometimes it's hard to stand up and do the right thing, especially when you have a parent who's telling you something completely different.
My mom didn't pressure me.
All the evidence after your first attack pointed to Ethan, and that same night, you and Ethan had a very public altercation, and he even manhandled you. Maybe Kiefer found out.
No, it wasn't like that.
After your second attack, you called Kiefer for help. And he got into his car. He was probably furious. I know Kiefer, he's probably started speeding, and that's what's made him drive off the road. But he got out of the car, Kristina. He kept walking to get to you. And that's when your mother hit him with her car.
Mr. Bauer, you've got it all...
Kristina, I understand. I understand your impulse to defend your mother. Of course. But you know who really needs your defending right now? Is the boy who can't speak for himself anymore. Kiefer. He used to call you Kay, right? I know my son would want his Kay to stand up for him right now.
I don't like saying bad things about Kiefer. I loved him. I really did. But I'm not lying. Ethan never hit me. It was always Kiefer.
It doesn't make sense, my dear. And why would you stay with the boy who was hurting you? I know what's going on. Kay, I understand. You're making up stories because your mother is pressuring you to do that, but I don't hold it against you. As a matter of fact, I want you, I need you to please come to Kiefer's memorial.
I wasn't sure I'd be welcome.
Are you kidding? I want you to stay with the family.
What are you doing here? You are not allowed to speak to my kid. I told you that. Are you okay? All right, will you do me a favor and just go hang out in your room for a minute while I talk to Mr. Bauer in private?
Okay. You were wrong about a lot of things. But one thing you were right about is that I did love him. And I'm really sorry he's gone.
I understand that you're grief-stricken. And my heart does go out to you and your wife, but that does not give you the right to walk into the house of a fragile and a traumatized young woman and abuse her some more.
Your daughter is a pathological liar, and you're nothing more than a child killer. You make quite a nice little matched set. My son is dead because your daughter lied, and then you ran him down with your car. And if you think that he's just gonna walk away from this without consequence, well, that's not gonna happen. I can promise you that.